Hey y'all, this is David the Georgia photographer. We snuck off to Chattanooga. Okay, we're up here on the North Shore. So what our plan is to slip off into Whole Foods, grab some provisions, then sneak our way over to Mima, get us a latte, and maybe grab a few street photos in between here and there. We're gonna walk around a little bit. There's a lot of people out exercising. Apparently there's a provision for exercise, so we're gonna do some exercise while we're at it. And I'm gonna grab some photos for you guys while we're doing that. Let's do this. Almost forgot. It's the XT3. Currently I'm running the Pentax 75 to 150. I'm gonna use it some today. And I've brought the Honeywell Pentax. Starting to like Pentax lenses, if you notice that. This is the 55 millimeter. Yeah, it's 55 f1.8, but it's nice and compact, so I've got it as well. But I got nothing wide angle today because we're gonna have to be socially distant from everybody, so there's no point in getting close. That's just the reality we live in now. I'm camped out under a shade tree across the street from the grocery store, and I took a few photos of people going in and out to, you know, kind of highlight the heightened awareness of the microbiological organisms floating about, maybe. And like they've got a person out front sanitizing buggies, and it's just and it's also, there's a lot less of it today. This parking lot should be like filled with cars, and as you can see, it's not. Woo. So you kind of get the idea. There's like probably 5, maybe 10% of the normal crowd, probably less. Some of these cars are staff. Some of them are for the other stores that are open. The Trek dealership has a pavilion up down there with a few people outside. It's just much slower paced. All right, so you went in Whole Foods.
Yes.
And they will only allow 30 people in at a time.
Yes.
You were number
26.
So she got to go shopping at Whole Foods on Saturday.
And I walked up every single aisle because I've been needing to go for so long and the line has been so long. So we were out of everything.
She came out with 4 bags of groceries. Probably costed $200. Not quite. Almost. Sounds about right. It's freakishly expensive to shop at Whole Foods.
I know, and we have the special diet so that we can only eat certain things, and Starbucks is over there. And so you can only get most things at Whole Foods.
We're walking to Starbucks because we saw they were open. There were some people out on the sidewalk earlier, but now it's completely empty again. We gotta cross the road. Ain't no cars. I'm gonna cross. I learned how to do this the other day when I walked in downtown. Ignore the crosswalks. When there ain't no cars, it don't matter. You notice there's only people jogging and riding bicycles and walking for exercise.
Well, jogging will be, they'll get it.
Teresa's worried about them getting my camera. There's nobody within 100 yards of that camera. She thinks her joggers are thieves. You realize I'm recording the audio right here.
I'm just kidding.
And what is it with this current trend of doing outside steel and not painting it so it'll rust? Look at these steps. Why do people do that? It just attracts rust in your house. It's just terrible. I don't understand it. All right, well, we've walked up here to the Walnut Street Bridge so we could cross out onto the bridge, get out over the water, and it's a beautiful sunny day. There's nobody here. Yeah, that's where we did see our senior portraits. Some of them. Kind of neat little thing. We're walking up a really steep big hill. Oh, here's the pipe fitters training center. Put that back on. Been shooting on F8 and F11 today, for the most part. This hill's pretty steep. I mean, give you perspective. That's the top of the buildings we're even with. Come on up the hill. If them power lines wasn't in the way, this would be a pretty cool photo. Yeah, up on them decks. Yeah, let's go over here where there ain't no power lines. There's a fairly large number of people out today, a lot more than I actually anticipated. This is a pretty cool view right here. You have the Blue Cross campus, you have the Walnut Street Bridge, Market Street Bridge, Lookout Mountain, the Hunter Museum, all the downtown vista. This is pretty cool. Look at all these beautiful purple flowers. I'll get a photo of that. All right, we're headed back to the truck now. Look, this used to be somebody's entrance. Long time ago. Go up the steps and see what we find here. There's some hedge bushes left from the old house.
Well, look how much room you have to put your house
Yeah,
in.
but then you can build a house like this one. It's really interesting. Teresa, that lower level has a swimming pool. I see the light reflecting up on the next level deck.
Oh, neat. Yeah, I do too.
Or a jacuzzi or something. Whew. Yeah, these are not by code. These steps. Huh?
Put your glasses up.
Uh-huh. I have to look very deliberately. Remember how I talked about the St. Elmo vlog about using the local chert rocks for your fencing or your walls or your decoration? This one's got that. Plus it's got some, what appears to be some flagstone as well in it. This is a period fence, probably 50 years old, maybe a little older. Yeah, this side's a completely different material. Doesn't even have the chert rock in it. It's kind of interesting. We have a new construction home, dug into the embankment with a full garage and all that. Next to it is a early 1900s, early 20th century home. Next to it is a mid 20th century home. And if you'll notice the sidewalk, look at the retaining wall construction. Modern building techniques use this stacked stone looking stuff. It's actually glued on. It's not really stone. Then you have the locally sourced chert rock, handrail made out of a piece of pipe. And then you get over here to this house on the corner and it's cut limestone blocks. For this home. It's just kind of interesting to see that. This wall was probably here. It wouldn't surprise me if this wall was built by the city, since it's cut limestone, especially since that house isn't as opulent of a home as this rock wall would be, unless that home was built on the place of a house that was built here before that was more opulent. I mean, that's a nice house, but the grandeur of cut limestone outweighs that. It's kind of interesting to see that old home, to see them from two different periods, probably turn of the 1900s, mid 1900s, 40s, 30s, something like that. Well, we're almost back to the truck. We're gonna go to Ingles and get some food for tonight's supper, and then we're gonna go home. We've just walked literally down the street and back. Got a little exercise, got us a cup of coffee at Starbucks. It was a lot of fun. Took a few pictures. Found a really interesting piece of architecture. Shared it with you guys. So until next time, get your camera out. Go take a picture with it. Document what's going on around you. I'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.